This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pitstop, where you are the real star of today's show. And it blows my mind how we get going in the chat room a good 15-20 minutes before the show, and the conversation is always entertaining and fun. It's interesting, though. I do, a 20-30 minute show, but the chat room seems to go on for 20 minutes before and after the show. So anyway, it's great hanging out with all you guys, and it is my favorite way to start each and every day, just talking about sim racing. And, I like doing this show because I've always felt the sim racing deserved this particular show. And despite our numbers not lighting the world on fire for the pit stops, I just feel it's a real good benefit and a great way to start the day as a sim racer, and something that any other hobby or interest I've ever had has always had this kind of supporter, this kind of show, something that just sort of reminded us how cool it is and that every day there are things going on. So that's what we do each and every day. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you, Michael Clark, for Taco Tuesday. And a great group that we have here. So what is going on in the world of sim racing? I mentioned yesterday the Forza IndyCar Series Challenge, and they had, Newgarden and James Hinchcliffe, Robert Wiggins, Connor Daly, all going after the challenge. So apparently Joseph Newgarden really threw down the gauntlet. I didn't see a lap time mentioned here, but a video from him talking about it. This is all at the Forza Twitter page. It also has a picture of him, but he did change his gamer tag. So his gamer tag is now JN Racer TPX2. Tanner Faust should consider changing his gamer tag. I'm just going to stay on Tanner. I don't know what my issue with him is. I don't even have an issue. It's just fun. But anyway, if you want to go after that, that's in the IR IndyCar. And you can go see how you compete against the real-life IndyCar drivers. So good challenge for all you guys out there. Beyond that, one of my favorite people in the sim racing world is Yorkie065, the guy who's doing all of those how-tos and how to be better and driver skill, and he does a bunch of cool videos. Episode 24, Insider Guide to Project Cars 2, and it's his take on how to drive in the wet weather. It is different than driving in the dry weather, so if you want some tips and tricks on how to get around a wet track, you're going to find that at the Project Cars Twitter page, and that's by Yorkie065, Driving the Rain. And of course, that is going to transfer over to just about any sim you drive that has weather. Sean Sweet Teat Cole. I'm not sure what that is. Rick Motec Hot Lap Challenge. Yes, we're going to talk about that today, actually, a little bit towards the end of the show. Formula One has their first official sightings of the F1 2018, the official video game, and they have a whole write-up on their Cody's blog here, make headlines in F1 2018, so they are calling it the 2018 FIA Formula One World Championship, and it will release on PlayStation, Xbox One, PC, worldwide, August 24th. So that's coming amazingly quickly. Blows my mind. Wow, that's like my third reference to blowing my mind. But there you go. F1 2018 on the way early for us. I did mention the World of Outlaws sprint car competition that had gone on, but that's not the only variation of the championship series yesterday, and I wish I'd told you so you could have gone and watched it. But round one at Volusia went on. And, look at this. This is the real deal. World of Outlaws. That's, if I'm not mistaken, these are the same logos that you see in the real-life counterpart. And a full event. Come on. We got the Tim Deary, the president of World Outlaws, coming in for an interview before the race. And then the typical late model type cars that you'd expect at Volusia. So if you want to see that, that is at iRacing.com, and you can see how the whole event did play out. A couple guys I do know. Charles Cosper, he's a dirt track driver. I've met him in Dallas. Jesse Carr, I know Jesse, he's a fast driver as well. So a lot of big names out there in the late model series, and on the dirt side of things, this is the best of the best. So if you want to see the best in iRacing on the dirt oval at Volusia, you can check that out at iRacing.com. Race department mentions a new update to the ATS. Actually, I have that somewhere else. This was something that made me laugh, and it was a bad hair thing. Race department being funny, being clever. A couple of pictures of some bad hair. That is some classic bad Lewis Hamilton hair. Made even worse by his nose ring. Whatever. There's some serious bad hair for a race car driver. Boris Said could be in here. Now look at this. This is a priceless bad hair photo right here. Jordan Taylor on the left with the flowing mullet of sorts. Anyway, if you guys have any good bad hair photos, go ahead and send them in. Maybe I'll show them on tomorrow's show or future shows. But that could be cool. This is kind of cool. This is just a post, and it's a concept of the ultimate team in Formula One for the new 2018 game coming out. And can you imagine if you get into the game and you get to play and you can choose, did you want to be Fernando Alonso or did you want to be Ken Bullock-Bossy? And anyway, if you're Ken Bullock-Bossy, how cool would it be to be in-game? I have been in a game. Darren Ganji is in the chat. Darren Ganji's name has been in a game. I will give a set of stickers to the first person who can tell me the game that Darren and I and our names and likeness were both in. First one who gets that right gets a set of Simpit stickers. But that's kind of a cool concept, though, that you might start playing or being able to get in car as one of your esport champions. You know, you can drive as Brendan Lee. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool for Brendan to be honored in the game, or for Cam or anybody else? Anyway, I thought that was cool and I mentioned it. You don't remember Darren. I do. So, Democrats to force a vote Wednesday on net neutrality. I stay away from politics, but when it hits our world as strong as net neutrality or deals with somebody the likes of this, oh, what's his name? I always forget his stupid name. He's such an idiot. And he has where is his name? Anyway, my point here, call your congressman. Make sure they do follow through and do this. And, you know, what they did was really sold us out. Stu, let me make a note and look for yours. I am sending some stuff out right now. No, it was not Leisure Suit Larry. I wish. I was just the other day talking to my brother about that. I'm like, somebody should remake Leisure Suit Larry. That would be funny as can be. And it can be done so well now. And funny that somebody else remembers that game. Mario Kart. No, it was not. No, not Pac-Man. Stu, can you send me another email? I hate to do that to you, but if you do, remind me. No, Darren, you cannot win. Dance Dance Revolution. Nope. You called them and they said they would think about it. Yeah, well, the more that we... Nope, not Barry's Dream House. Oh, come on, you guys. Come on. It's not that hard. Who would do it? How many games are there? Anyway, but yeah, do get involved on this topic because net neutrality is important to us as online racers, mostly. Interesting game review at Way Too Many Games on a game that I thought I would like, but then I kind of read their game, and the review wasn't very solid. It's kind of like a Trials type game meets Angry Birds, perhaps, where you make jumps and construction, and you got to make a jump to get over the bridge, the missing bridge, and whatnot. Anyway, it only scored a whopping 3, so I guess I cannot recommend it. But in concept, this could be a lot of fun for a diversion game, for something that just on the side. I don't think it was GTR Revolution, but that's darn close. Were we in ARCA? Oh, we might have been in ARCA also. Shoot, now I have to... That's not the one I was thinking of. There's a different one that I know definitively that we were in. And then, gosh, now that you mentioned, I think that the ARCA guys did put us in there. I'm going to have to research that, and Darren is not eligible, no offense. Michael Green would be the first ARCA guess, so I would definitely Do that. Oh, come on, you guys haven't guessed yet. All right, we're gonna keep the contest going. We are in ARCA. Okay, so Michael Green 8989, send me an email, shaun@thesimpit.com, and you're gonna get it for that. And I do know of one more. So if anyone else guesses it, and clues have been given. Oh, George Wiseman wins. It was race 07. We were in race 07, and so was like Gregor Hutu and Dom Duhan, a handful of other aliens. And my place was not for being an alien. It was for doing inside sim racing. But George Wiseman, yes, you are correct. And if you send me your email, Shaun, SHAUN, @thesimpit.com, I will send you a pair of stickers as well. And Stu, you send me an email, and I'll make sure yours go out. If they haven't, maybe you'll get doubled up if it's a brain fart on my end. Yes, GTR Evolution was very close. Marco, yes, I am running the Pacific Majors for sure. In fact, we're the title sponsor, Simpit's title sponsor for the Indy 500 race for Pacific Majors. I don't know, but I might try to run some of the Indy 500s and iRacing as well as sort of like those will be my warm-up races for the Pacific Majors, to be honest with you. There it is, race 07, yes. Okay, so Xbox One leaked photos of their new controllers for the next Xbox One. So they have a D-pad type controller, and this is just, I thought we'd be too soon to be talking about new. This could just be peripheral being leaked, additional products that you can use with your Xbox One. Could it be the first flavor or taste of the next-gen systems being in development and in the works and things like that? Dan reckon Bucho and Tom should get for their funny for leisure suit. You get a sticker. You get a sticker. No, I can't do that. Yesterday, I talked about the guys building that Millennium Falcon rig and the nice distraction from life. Anyway, here's an article that kind of goes on and talking about a similar topic, how gaming can be used to be a diversion, a distraction. It's like slipping into a movie, you know, as they put it. You get to be your own hero and then act like it. Create your own objective lists. You know, I jump in Grand Theft Auto and I forget the missions. I just go on my own little missions that I create. Yes, well done, Billy. Billy got me. Yeah, I guess I should call them their vinyl stickers, the ones that go on like that. All right, no 1080, no 1180, no video cards going out though. Oh, so there's a new trailer. I talked about this yesterday, the new Mercedes X-Class. And nobody answered me to tell me, is this really a car or is this just fictitious? I've never seen one in real life. I do go to the car shows and trade shows from time to time. I've never seen a Mercedes pickup truck. I've seen the big, you know, what is that? The 600, I think they call it. The big monster. But this is like, looks like a Ford 150, but it's a Mercedes-Benz. Anyway, this is a big part of Crew and something that they are doing part of the whole launch, you know, and promoting that game. I'm not going to dwell on this, and I don't want to get political. We've already done that today. Here's an article here talking about all the data that Microsoft might share with its publishers. So when you have a Xbox account, an online store account, anything through Xbox or Microsoft, they're collecting and sharing your data. This is not a new story, but we're at a point, and I have another story that talks about this today as well. You got to be careful. I mean, I'm to the point now where I almost want to create a complete alias for the purposes of being online. Granted, I still need my email and everything to still be me because I am me. But maybe on my computers, maybe that's something I leave for my cell phone or my tablet or my laptop. But my other computers, maybe it's time that I cut the cord, not in terms of cutting internet or cable from my home, but cut the cord on giving my information away so freely. We've heard breach after breach after breach, And as we share our information, it's not just what they're doing with it on purpose and getting paid for it, but it's also what might be getting just taken. And I'm not concerned about every aspect of it, but you never know. As the world gets more and more internet intertwined, it's going to get worse, not better. And no government seemed to be really going after that stuff very aggressively. You hear about a data breach, and there's no consequences of the action. Anyway, PC Gamer has a mention of the AMD Ryzen 7 1700 processor for $192. That is an 8-core chip for $192. I just paid $367 for a 6-core chip. So, anyway, that sounds like a good deal. I've yet to try the new AMD stuff. I'd like to, and at some point I will jump on board and build up one of those colors. Sorry. Well done, Jesse. You sucked my my brain. It is a real Benz truck. That's very cool. I like that. That'll look good on the road. New Intel stuff. The girl has Simpit colored hair, Sean. That girl? Which girl? Oh, yeah, she does. I'm going to have to bring her on the star of the show right there. No kidding, Dan MC. Oh, that's great. Dan tells us that Mercedes X-Class is based on a truck that they actually made for the Australian Army. And now they're kind of making it a mainstream truck. I can tell you, in Los Angeles, that truck will probably sell really well. Southern California is not really pickup town. I mean, there are a lot of trucks because of the amount of people who need trucks for their work. And I'm just a truck guy. I love trucks. So, there you go. Speaking of trucks, here is the story on Race Department about the update to Euro Truck and American Truck Sim. So this is a big update to both sims, which blows my mind that they do it together. And a handful of updates and changes and things within that game. And I know a good handful, because when I did Truck Sim, a lot of guys were like telling me what keyboard shortcuts did what. So I know a lot of you guys actually drive the Truck Sim, so that'll be interesting to you. Road to VR talks about HP headset dropping to $225. So yesterday we talked about a sub-$200 refurbished unit. But if you want to get a brand new HP Windows VR headset, you can do it for $225. The prices are dropping rapidly. And this comes just as Valve or Steam made an update for custom key binding to Steam VR, which lets VR apps support all compatible controllers. So they are kind of living a new life. They're kind of like breeding some of the things that we've wanted in VR. The ability to use certain peripherals, the ability to map things, stuff that we're going to need when we're going to be blinded by the world and not be able to see things going on. So there's a new Sim Driver Academy out of Italy, and this is a sim center. So I didn't get the exact spot. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Here we are. Where are we? But these guys actually have sanctioning from GEC, ASI, and one other. I'll go back to that and do what we want to find out. But this is in Italy, a full-on sim center that you can go to, and it looks like they are in the Piazza Matteotti 6 in Riccione. I'm sure I said all that horribly. In front of the Zoe Cafe near the Municipal Library. So for any of our Italian fans or anybody nearby Italy, nearby that region of Italy, I should say, you can go ahead and check them out. And the third sanctioning was Connie. So these are GEC, ASI, and Connie as sports promotion bodies. Championships on several different stages. And a cool-looking sim center. So we are seeing kind of a second wave or a rebirth of the sim center happening more and more all over our sim racing world. So anyway, you can check that out. What else we got? Oh, this is sort of silly, but I just mentioned it because it reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the only reason I mentioned it. New rumors claim Retro Studios is making a Star Fox racing game. So it'll have the Star Fox Grand Prix. Anyway, this, just from the looks, we don't really get anything to see about it, but it was this picture. They'll be at E3, so I'll have to remember to look for them when I'm there at E3 this year, just to make sure we see if it's any fun. What else? Another article here. Yesterday we talked about the PlayStation World Tour, so not to be confused with. but the Gran Turismo World Tour. So Tech2.org has a whole article on the esport thing that went on at Nürburgring and the future of that, talking about Williams and Renault and the other Formula One teams getting involved into sim racing and a bunch of stuff like that. So just, we are getting more and more mainstream. And that pretty much takes us to the end of the news shows. I'm always blown away, and I shouldn't be because it happens so often. But in the world of sim racing, we make good friendships. And from time to time, some of our friends fall upon difficulties of various levels. And I've seen sim racers have financial or computer problems to have the whole world step up and help out. I was having computer problems to have the whole world step up and help out. And it's not always financial, but in the case of this group, and Blair Walton sent this in to me, so I just want to thank him for that. But V8's Online, and one of the members of their community, Matt Torkins, was struck with a very harsh form of cancer. And so they, and you know, that, and with that comes a lot of doctor bills. So anyway, they did a charity event, and this is my point. Congratulations to them for doing that. V8's Online put on the whole thing. They ran a race in conjunction with a GoFundMe page to help out the guy. And I don't know Matty Torkins. I know a lot of the guys from the V8's League, but it's more about how great sim racers are. And I'm not even, you know, if you guys, you know, feel the need to help out, you can do that. That is part of my point, but my other point is just how much sim racers step up. And in this case, these guys have a guy in their community, and they stepped up and ran a big event, got the ball rolling, and they are $2,000 over their $10,000 goal from 191 generous people. So my hat's off to them. Best wishes to Maddie, and I hope you get through it, and I hope you get well. And congratulations to sim racing for being such a tight-knit core community, and I love it all so much because of that. This sent in to me. Don't forget, today is Indy, and things are going on online. So right here, if you go search on YouTube for 2018 Indy 500 practice, it is going on now. You don't need anything but the internet. Can I scroll back? But in their commercials, I don't know if you noticed that, but they were showing a bunch of Thrustmaster gear. It was kind of cool. Anyway, but this is on. I just want you guys to know about it. I'll probably have this on in the background most of the day as I go throughout my day and do my work. I got a lot going on today. So that does it for the news. What else is going on? I encourage you guys, and I ask you to send me pictures of your rig. I also do get asked from time to time to do some consulting. And I've had a few different clients actually pay me to help me build their rigs, help them get up to speed in sim racing, things like that. Doesn't happen all the time, but I've done it a handful of times. Chris Phillips is a guy who used to be in sim racing and went away from it. And he's always been a real-life racer. And recently he's kind of had to shut down the real-life racing and come back to sim racing. So I helped him put together a... whoa, where are my images? What's happening? Oh, no... Oh, no. Oh, because I moved everything. Bear with me, you guys. Oh, this is killing me. There we go. That's Chris Phillips's rig. I can't believe I screwed this up. I'm going to have to do this the manual way on all of them, it looks like. But Chris got himself an R-Seat RS1 chassis. Really good computer. And the other thing I want to show and point out is he's the first person that I've seen who actually has one of those curved 49-inch monitors. So if you want to get an idea of that monitor and just how it looks perspective-wise, here, let me get you a better shot of it. I kind of screwed this all up, but there you can see those are the dimensions. That's that 49-inch monitor in action, up on a monitor stand that's intended for 46 inches. So it's a huge monitor stand, that giant, that's the stand for the N1. But it is a great looking rig that Chris built, and you can see he's geared up with a bunch of Fanatic equipment. And let's see, will this work? There you go. And he's got some button boxes, he's got the Fanatic wheelbase, Fanatic pedals, Fanatic shifter. keyboard button box, a really high-end computer, and congratulations. And for those of you who don't know, Chris Phillips was actually racing with us last night on Wreckfest. He was CAD. So CAD in our race last night was Chris Phillips. He's new to the patron group as well, and he will you'll be seeing and hearing more and more from him. All right, what else? So many things going on. Oh, I moved all my photos. What a blowout. I can't believe what I just did. I was trying to organize things, and I forgot that I had tagged a bunch of the pictures into today's show. So forgive me as I struggle through these final topics before we bring the show to a close. But tomorrow, and this snuck up on me fast because I can't believe tomorrow's the 3rd Wednesday of May, but that's the way it works sometimes. Tomorrow is Hot Lap Pump Day, so we will be running with the guys at Ricmotech, streaming it live, and I don't know, because we never know until it goes green, what the challenge is, but we will get some of you guys in there, and it'll be just a few hours of hanging out and seeing who can get the best of each other, and some very, very fast drivers show up from Ricmotech clientele and their shop guys, the Simpit crew who shows up and does it as well, and it works out very well. In addition to that, Doug Hawley, our very own Doug Hawley, has thrown down the gauntlet. I'm always asking you guys, just send me a picture of where you are on the leaderboard so we can have something to do. Because if you're sitting here on a Tuesday and you're bored out of your mind and you don't feel like doing the normal, well, maybe it'd be fun to jump into Project Cars, jump into one of their weekly challenges. This one still has, I think we're down to 6 days now remaining. But Doug Hawley ran a 41.619 at Indy. This is in the IR12, not the IR18. And that is a little, that's about 2 seconds off the pace of the best so far, TX3 Brembo, with a 39.10. But let's see what you guys can do. Can you beat Doug with that 41.6? Can you get into that top 3 with something down in the 39s? I'd love to see. Send me the images, just like your rigs. I'll show them on the show just to make sure you guys are the star of the show. I'm always looking to make you guys the real star of today's show, every day's show. And beyond that, I am working really hard on, so on Friday, I filmed live. I filmed a live review for the patron group. They just got to see it unedited, just all the mistakes, everything. I've been editing that piece, and it should be done tonight. It was a test for the future, because the future is me doing a lot more live reviews. I think it allows me to show you my real enthusiasm or my real sincerity about products. I'll still edit it to maintain certain product quality control and certain footage and all of that. But the patron guys are going to get to watch all the reviews live. I also stopped showing unboxings because for the most part, unless it's something really revolutionary, it's not that big a deal. And I noticed that in the review, I film hours of unboxing to use 2 seconds of that footage. I'm also letting the patron guys watch the unboxings and the installation, and I do record a whole lot of that footage for the edited show. But my point here is the edited version of the live review of the Thrustmaster Y350 headphones hopefully will come out tonight, maybe tomorrow. Beyond that, I am hoping to on Friday. Now, no promises. I'll let you patron guys know. I'm working on it. I'm damn close. It might be next week, though. We're going to film a live review of the SimCube OSW wheelbase. And in addition to that, I just received and will be doing an unboxing live for the patron guys of the Next Level Racing Motion Platform Sim. So I've never used one of these, and it was sent to me. It weighs about 1,000 pounds. I don't even know how I'm going to do it, but we will be doing a live unboxing, I believe, on Thursday. So that is 2 days from now. With the patron group. Usually these live shows happen at about 11 o'clock a.m., so about an hour and a half from now on Thursday, we'll do the unboxing for the patron guys, the Next Level stand. Friday, we might be doing the live review, and hopefully tonight or tomorrow we'll be back on track with reviews. I've been so behind on reviews, you guys, and I'm sorry, and it hurts the show when I'm behind on reviews, because the reviews are how we really grow the show, and the pit stops are where we have our fun. The Wreckfest is where we have our fun. The racing is where we have our fun. But it is the reviews that really bring in the crowds. It is the reviews that build the audience. So we've taken a hit in terms of creating our new form. But now that we're getting the reviews back online, I think we're going to hit our stride, and you're going to really start to see a lot of growth out of the Simpit. So I'm very excited. You guys have all been a big part of it. I want you to know that. You guys, your loyalty to being here, being part of the show, being the stars of the show is a big part of that growth as well. And I got to tell you, I am just having so much fun with what we're doing and the direction of that we're going in. So, yes, and another box that we'll be doing as well, an unboxing of a Sim Experience product that's on the way. So lots going on. I'm going to be a very busy guy. There'll be no days off for me for quite some time. And hopefully you guys can just handle just a little more patience as I get it all up to speed. That is going to do it for today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you again for being part of it. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.